Hey, top of the morning to you. Oh my goodness, what a sight for sore eyes. I'm using my tablet to make these now, so um, it's like talking to it's like talking to a mirror. I don't know, but anyway, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And all I'm seeing on the wall, a lot of very old Sports Illustrated. I might have to do a remodeling job here. I don't know, but um, I guess today I'm going to talk about, I was first going to talk about like that I've been putting on a couple of pounds and I'm not very happy about that. And because, here I was making all these videos being all cocky about losing weight. So, who am I to like all of a sudden not say that I gained 2 pounds? So I guess the grand total now, the revised version is 50, I guess 50, only 55 pounds. So what I got to do is, I got to start laying off the sweets again. I don't want to have all that hard work go up in flames, be like Oprah, do this whole big thing, and then a few months later you put it all back on, and then you don't bother saying anything about it. So I figure if I say, hey, it ain't all gumdrops and lollipops unless you're eating them, and you'll just keep losing that weight. But it's more like gumdrops, lollipops, Brigham's ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, Breyers. I give up all that stuff. So whatever. I don't want to become like Twiggy either. So it's a balancing act. So just got to increase the steps, lay off some of the sweets, and I'm probably up to 2 minutes of talking about nothing. I thought I'd do part two on relationships because I think about a year ago I was talking about relationships, and I don't even know. I didn't see that, but I guess where I have another year under my belt, I'll expand on it and try to keep it as brief as possible. I think what I've seen, learning from my own experiences and moving forward, and where people get tripped off, not to be like another Steve Harvey here. You ever know how I love Steve Harvey? Not. Anyway, I would say being, the everyday man or whatever. I think you really always have to be honest. Put the other person first. I think if you get two people putting the other one first, you're doing well. But generally, don't work that way. Usually, got one that wants all the wants all the glory. But you know what? I think it's the man's responsibility that, yeah, it's 50-50, but I really think it should be more like 70-30. I think the breakdown on the effort part. Always put the other person first in the relationship, and you're doing pretty well. I'd always done that before. That's my opinion. You probably talk to the other side of the story is always like a 180 from what you believe. But I just think that if you get a relationship, if you're with somebody who's always like me, 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 and I'm not singing there, but if it's just because that'll never work, So I think you got to, and it's not easy. You got to work at trying to see the other side of the story, and not always be all about you. A lot of times you're all caught up in your own thing. You're not looking at things from the other side, and I think that's part of getting older and more, in my case, mature. But I think just you just gotta always be cognizant. There's a good word, $1 million word for the Delta. Use that in Scrabble. But you always got to be cognizant of how the other person's feeling, and recognize what your behavior might be, or what your behavior and what you're saying, how it affects them, and don't always just be saying things to hear yourself talk, which is kind of like what I'm doing right now, I guess. See, it's not easy, It's not easy. But I make these things for the future Luke, 50 years from now. If you and if you're struggling, I'm 6 feet under. This generation doesn't watch me, but you may find something of value in this. And if you do, well, come visit me in the nursing home because they're feeding me steak through a straw. And it sucks, I tell you, it sucks. You know, I wish I could go back in time. I wish I could go back to the time I made this video back in 2015. You know, and now it's what, 2065? And, you know, I'm not doing good here, so come visit me, you know. I'm not doing too well, you know. I'm like this. I got no teeth. I got a straw. I'm sipping steak through a straw. I'm an old man. I cracked myself up. So I don't know what I'm going to title this. I guess it really wasn't about relationships. It was about Luke at 95 or 96 or 97. I don't know how old I'd be at that time. Alrighty, I'm wrapping it up, and as usual, adios.